There are a lot of ways to build a strong body. And for the residents of Miami-Dade, getting your COVID-19 vaccination is an important part. Help everyone stay safe as we continue to fight the spread. And we can protect those most vulnerable around us. With easy access to vaccination locations and the growing ability for more people to be protected, it's our best shot to keep moving forward. It's our best shot for a strong, healthy community. For more information, visit miamidade.gov/vaccine.
WDNA 88.9 FM into the Frost Jazz Hour here on this fine Thursday morning. Really excited for the music here that we are about to listen to live and direct from the Jazz Gallery, like every Thursday here for the Frost Jazz Hour, as we welcome in some of the premier ensembles, both official ensembles and those led by students of the Frost School of Music. I'm your host, Philip Capuzzi, with you every Thursday from 11 a.m. until 12, and also sticking with you for the Latin Jazz Quarter from 12 until 3 p.m. after the conclusion of this program. But for us here this morning, let's get right into the music. We have with us in the Jazz Gallery the Angel Perez Quintet, led by Angel Perez on piano, with Jesse Katz on upright bass, Jonathan Zeigler on drums, and in the horn section, Jason Arkins on tenor saxophone and Camilo Molina on trumpet. And they're going to start off with a hymn intro by Angel entitled Abide With Me, and then transition into an arrangement of his, of the great tune All or Nothing at All, here on WDNA 88.9 FM, the Frost Jazz Hour. The Angel Perez Quintet live and direct here on WDNA 88.9 FM, the Frost Jazz Hour. That's Angel Perez on piano and leading the ensemble, joined by the horn section of Jason Arkins on tenor saxophone, Camilo Molina on trumpet, and the rhythm section of Jesse Katz on upright bass, and Jonathan Zeigler on piano. That last tune, wonderful arrangement by Angel himself of the classic tune All or Nothing at All, after an intro by himself entitled Abide By Me. And before we move forward, Angela, I was hoping we could speak a little bit at this point in the program before we move to the next tune, if that's all right with you. Or we could go to the next tune. It's up to you, but if we could talk now. There's the mic right to the left there.
Right here?
Yes, yeah. So I like to ask this question to pretty much everyone that comes in. But basically, just how did you come to the music? You know, what was your initial inspiration to get into playing, and then how did it kind of develop to this point now?
Of course. Well, my initial inspiration mostly comes from my brothers. They've always played music throughout their careers, and even though they might not play as much, like it's always inspired me to play like with them and wanting to. And longing to, so I ended up choosing to play the piano. And throughout my development, a lot of my teachers have inspired me. A lot of like my mentors giving me like wonderful advice on not just about piano, but about life in general.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And then what was your experience coming up, kind of through South Florida, you know, in the jazz scene, in that jazz education scene specifically, you know, going through Miami-Dade and then now being here at Frost?
Oh, well, being at Miami-Dade really like opened my eyes to how much more is like out there in the South Florida scene. Like I had wonderful professors at Miami-Dade. I had Mike DeLito, he taught me so much. And my piano teacher, Mike Gerber, it was like one of the greatest here in South Florida, in my personal opinion. Like he literally like opened my eyes and like showed me like a new way to play the piano.
Wow, yeah, even from when we first met, I remember you came in and it was like you were already at that place. So I was like, man, I don't even know how I'm in an ensemble with this person. and the place you've gotten to even beyond those past 3 years is incredible. The growth is really, really impressive. It's a huge honor to be able to experience your music and this whole concept here this morning. So yeah, before we get back to the music, because I don't want to short you guys any sonically, I'm just curious, because we were talking a little bit before the program about, you know, being that you graduated from your undergrad program last year, a wonderful senior recital, and now you're stepping into a music therapy program, master's program, 3-year program, you know, a pretty large commitment, and obviously something that you've put a lot of intentional thought into. So I guess if you could just kind of share, you know, some of your perspective on that and finding a balance between performance, you know, and then music therapy.
Of course. Yeah, well, as you said, like I graduated with my bachelor's at UM, and I had my senior recital and did all that, and I was very grateful for my time there. Being able to study with Martin was like one of the best experiences I've ever had, and I'm like eternally grateful. So I've always had also, in regards to music therapy, wanting to be able to help people through music, and I never knew exactly how I would do that. I always knew I never wanted to stop playing, and I wanted to continue like my pursuit of music, but I felt like something could be like added onto that. And when I found out about the music therapy program through my friends, they were like encouraging me and telling me like it would be, I should really look into it, and they believe I'd be a great fit. I did so when applying for my master's, and was very content to see like all the courses and like I guess I could say all the classes that they had to offer, and I felt like it would really be good for my development and my growth.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I have a lot of respect and interest in that field. I can't say that I'm really too knowledgeable on kind of the semantics of it, but obviously music in and of itself is such a therapeutic force, you know, in the way that it kind of connects with those that are experiencing it, those that are listening to it, and kind of the community that it creates. So something like music therapy to me is just so powerful because it's kind of taking it to that further step, you know, more clinical approaches and using the power of music to really heal people in a really tangible way. So it's something that I have a huge amount of respect for, and I just wanted to give you the time to kind of explain, you know, your thought process behind that.
Of course, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here. So now as we move forward with the program here on the Frost Jazz Hour, just to remind you, the listener, as well as the viewer, for those of you that may be listening that are unaware, there's also a video component to all of these programs that you can check out on livestream.com or youtube.com. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel WDNA Radio, beautifully produced live stream content that's also archived after the fact. So now as we move forward with both the radio program and the live stream program, we're going to listen to another arrangement of Angel with this group entitled My Beautiful Lady here on the Frost Jazz Hour, WDNA 88.9 FM. My Beautiful Lady, as arranged by Angel Perez and performed by himself and this quintet that just reduced to a trio for that tune. Angel Perez on piano, Jesse Katz on upright bass, and Jonathan Zeigler on drums. This is the Frost Jazz Hour. I'm your host, Philip Capuzzi. Thanks so much for tuning in here this morning. We're going to step aside briefly for some important messages from the station and come right back with more live music here from the Jazz Gallery on WDNA 88.9 FM. Back into the Frost Jazz Hour, WDNA 88.9 FM. I'm your host, Philip Capuzzi, here on this fine Thursday morning. Every Thursday morning from 11 a.m. until 12 noon, we bring in some of the premier ensembles from the Frost School of Music, whether they be official ensembles or students of the school who are working on their own situations, and also those who have been associated with the school in the past. Really, long story short, amazing music live and direct from the Jazz Gallery here on WDNA 88.9 FM every Thursday morning. To give you the upcoming schedule, actually, after this week's program, next week we have another wonderful quintet, Noah Makeover, coming in to present some of his music. Really looking forward to that program. Then after that, the head honcho, if you will, of the jazz program, Shelley Berg, will be coming in to play some of his own music. Always a pleasure to have him share his music on the air. And then moving forward, we'll have the Stamps Jazz Quintet under the direction of Etienne Charles in on February 17th, followed by the Concert Jazz Band on the 24th, into a newer situation, the Creole Ensemble, again under the direction of Etienne Charles, new faculty member at the Frost School of Music. That's as we move into March, on March 3rd. And then on March 10th, someone who we heard from the last 2 weeks, Connor Rohrer, amazing pianist from Frost, he'll be bringing in his own situation. So quite a bit of exciting music here on the Frost Jazz Hour. Be sure, as always, to tune in at 11 a.m. on Thursday mornings. And you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, WDNA Radio, and check out the live streams that we produce as well every week for this show. So with all of that said, we're going to get back to the music. The rest of the program is all originals by Angel, ranging over the last few years or so after we transitioned out of two arrangements that he had done to start off the set. So without further ado, we're going to step into a tune of his entitled Horizon here on WDNA 88.9 FM, the Frost Jazz Hour. Jazz Hour, WDNA 88.9 FM. I'm your host, Philip Capuzzi. Thanks so much for joining us here this morning. We only have about 10 minutes or so left in the program, so we're going to keep moving with the music. Be sure to stick with WDNA 88.9 FM for the Latin Jazz Quarter right after this. I'll actually be with you from 12 until 3 p.m. As always. But for us here on the Frost Jazz Hour, we'll be stepping back into the music. Just to remind you once more, next week we have Noam Makeover coming in with his quintet, followed by Shelley Berg the week after that. And then the Stamps Jazz Quintet and the Concert Jazz Band to close out the month of February. But for us here this morning, we're going to step back into the music as we listen to the Angel Perez Quintet on the Frost Jazz Hour.